lose me count. My friend them don't turn up, it look like they drink the same amount. Love this good life I live it, with no regrets at all. Everything good over here. Tell them that we out there and money done pay, baby. Money done pay, baby. We money done pay. Tell them don't disturb we, let we do it, take. Let we do it, take. Let we do it, take. We don't need no bad vibes around. It's good vibes alone. Drinking and good vibes alone. Jamming and good vibes alone. We don't need no haters to come, we don't keep them around. Love up and friends all around. That's how you know we good. Trust me, we good, we good, we good. Everything good over here. Trust me, we good over here. Trust me, we good, we good, we good. Everything good over here. Trust me, we good over here.
So let me know if anybody could hear me right now.
Yeah, I definitely could hear you.
Yeah, just want to make sure people because somebody don't come early and say no sound. Somebody comment again, no sound. Somebody comment again, no sound.
I mean, I understand because I go hear on my phone too. So I wonder if it's something
Okay,
with them.
somebody say good now. I can't do we good friend Phoebe. We rolling, and we rolling. We reach church ground and we coming down the hill because St. John's is where the hill begins. St. John's where the hill begins, isn't it? From by Pan Hill, right?
Which part of Pan Hill? The Pan Hill, not the Gingerland?
No, I think part of Pan Hill. Yeah, man, Chips, big up yourself. I think Pan Hill is St. John's. Yeah.
Big man, he's a tongue man, right? So let me tell you
Yeah.
what country. That's not the beginning and a hill. No, like you're gonna got to start in a Gingerland. You're gonna got to start in a St. George. You come down the hill and you're in St. John's. But at the top of the hill, you still got to go a little further.
For those who kind of miss out what we were saying in the audio, it's nothing really, you know what I mean? It's just us introducing ourselves as usual, asking Alan how was his weekend, etc. And like how we starting the roll, you know what I mean? We just rapido and just saying like, yo, we starting and we rolling, you know? So we got to big up Phoebe too. Long time I don't hear about Phoebe, you know what I mean? Bon appetit, big up yourself. Great food, great people.
Good location and ambience too. As I tell you, remember the bus report the inside and it's fresh inside. You're getting it.
Yeah, man. You'll have to take a video, a virtual tour for us one of these time, and like we could do a little feature for it.
No, I can't bother do that. Watch out. Remember once the premiere and take a picture in your place, you're setting up. your foundation set, and I don't see picture of the big man down there. So you know what else kind of picture me go down there go take and video that me could go down there go get? Just me.
By right. I if me was a great true friend follower of the premier, you know what I mean? I would have disfranchised myself right now because all the time we feel like we've been to get what was promised and nothing been a kept for the whole time. So
Mm-hmm.
that the empty promise right now. That's how I feel. That's my opinion.
Well, I can't say nothing. It just come down to, I guess it was not what, as he said, it was not what was promised. Cause he looking at the full. I guess he looking at the full figure. Whereas the prime minister come back and say, no, we got to take out expenses and all these kind of thing. Maybe the prime minister not better, some kind of thing. But in any event, the full Charleston Accord has not been delivered. Because remember I tell you about Joe Tomato in the news.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
But hold on it. You just mentioned something about expenses right after the payout or whatever. Right?
Mm.
I gotta ask a typical simple question what people does left out the loop. You know. How much Mark Twain and them the charge who deliver envelopes?
I think it's $15 now.
Yep. But if you send over a check for $400 million, yeah, Sammy, you think you don't think it's gonna cost the same $15 to send over to?
Then them then it wasn't $15 to send over. And you see, okay. You see, as you talk about the $400 million there,
Yes.
during the pandemic when you had the what they gave the stimulus package, and it had things in the stimulus package where I was like, I don't really think they should have put them in. It's just hard to quantify when you're gonna deal with a projection. So in terms of this, they would have said, we're gonna give all of the farmers free water. You understand? And based on the
Mm-hmm.
amount of farmers we got, we're gonna say that this gonna be we're gonna end up with $2 million worth of water. You understand? No, we not ask ourselves if all of the farmers them automatically gain on the farm or whatever it is. We just make a projection and say, well, $2 million worth of water. It gonna look like if all of the farmers go and they use the water accordingly. You understand? So when you're gonna just use a
Yes.
projection, you're gonna tell me by I give you $2 million worth of free water. But I got to check back the receipts and them if you see what me I say. We see how
Mm-hmm.
much free water you actually give me. Maybe you not be even more, no? But chances are it could be less too. And that's how we go with projection as far as you tell me by you give me this. So when you hear Tim no say he sent over $400 million on no. He sent over $400 million worth of value. You understand what I say? So if me
Yeah.
send somebody over there who train somebody who 2 days, me go end up and tell you, well, by you get $1,500 worth of training.
Yeah.
Them kind of ways there. You give me $1,500? Understand what I tell you? And
Yeah.
then and then we go watch also to like things like us. So well, maybe if them say they charge this amount of money, how much people went to the thing? Because you know they do that all kind of thing. I think they would have said like basket weaving and how to make hat and all kind of story and all kind of story. Suppose we end up pay a $10,000 for training and 5 people go.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes when them a tell you, well, they give you this amount of money, remember it's not necessarily the money they give you, no, they must say I give you value. I give you access to something. So I can tell you, well, that there is, if you had to pay with a cost, are them kind of ways there. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we actually have a video from the PLP. We ain't have much clips, but I would like Master Control to just roll the clip from the PLP convention. You know what I mean? So we could get in some insights from the highlights. So Master Control, give us the remedy quick and sharp. Yeah, man. Let me just juice it up a bit. Mm-hmm. I London a drink. Wherever. Me try drink water and mind my business.
A coffee, me a drink, Starbucks.
Our workers an increase in wages and And this one you would like. This one you like, and you can tell your friends tomorrow that I have asked the financial secretary to consider what. And this one you would like. This one you like, and you can tell you.
That was the complete audio just now?
I don't
Friends tomorrow that I have asked the financial secretary to consider what it will cost to give you, our workers, an increase in wages and salary.
So I guess he also in terms of the increase of salaries for people, wages, whatever. So I guess it's a good look for the PM.
I had not heard that clip yet because I only heard the early parts of his speech, which was recruitment to me. But anyway, with regards to that clip in particular, the only thing I would say is, and anytime you're dealing with a politician, be aware of the language that they use. He did not announce in that clip there that there will be an increase. All he said is that he spoke to somebody in whoever financial advisor, and he said that they will consider what it gonna cost to give you an increase. That's all what he say, you know? And for the mention of he gonna consider it, people are jump up. I don't get it. As far as that part there, me not understand what make everybody get up and get excited because he said he gonna consider it. It is the same thing I notice with the PAM politicians and the premier in terms of you ain't getting a definitive thing. But then again, Sean get a little bit more definitive in that clip what we're gonna see later, but you're not hearing this is the case. You're hearing considerations and you're hearing discussions are going to are in place or this kind of thing, but you ain't hearing this is what we're doing without anything. You understand? And so you got a disconnect there for me and I don't understand the excitement for
But you
consideration.
see that sync it's for you.
I
Or should
can't
I
say
say
that.
SKN?
Okay, because I just was gonna tell you, I can't just say it's sync it's
That's
and
SKN
then
for you. Because why we might have couple friends, right? And all the man in the get the voice note them, you know. Yeah, me peg on up in your face and I tell me no work for government. In your face now. Me money gone up. Mm-mm. In your face. Just so. I'm like, Good for you. You deserve it. You worked hard.
And I would say, in general, I feel like is a good thing, eh? Because of the way how everything is moving. Everybody could tell you right now. At least the normal everyday man could tell you things everywhere up. Supermarket, everywhere, things up. We just talk about sending a package gone from $5 to $15.
And the gas
Um
prices, man.
by watch out. When you think of Jason, I
Hmm.
feel like I too young for some of this bullshit in terms of I could remember a time when gas was like 750 a gallon, Meji. You understand? And you would see a man go by the gas station and put in $20 gas in the car. And you would watch yourself and you tell yourself, "Boy, what kind of sense that make?" But really and truly, when you watch it by Jason, it's nearly 3 gallon the man they put it in a car. Right now, you got a gas station with $20. Time boy, you want to put $20 gas in your car and you ain't doing nothing. You put in
Nothing.
50, you put in 50 and it like a the old 20. You check it out, that was 50 a give, and really and truly it less than the 20. So
And guess what?
everything up.
And guess what? And I saw a lot more raiding going on. So
You know,
so nobody gonna be so if your customer raid the bread, you can't even raid the bread now. You understand me?
Jason,
You gotta look at the gas money now.
people gonna watch the thing and okay, them I might watch and say, watch what Jason I said. People are ready to bread now. Um, robbery up, eh? The man went in a courts, come back the following day, head down a Rams, and you know what I started thinking in my head? Inter primary is coming up, Easter is coming up, with weekend is coming up, Labor weekend is coming up,
And
music fest
there's
back
there's
on,
a possibility. I remember they saying Nevis no gonna get the shape and the piece end.
music fest back on, White Sun back on, Culturama is back. So
So
I said,
so the
and
robbery,
things up. So as you
but
said, the desperation is high. So I don't stop there and watch it, but it manifesting itself in different ways.
but the thing about it, we wanted the place back to normalcy. This is the normalcy now. You understand me? What took place before all these events? Robberies. The robbery got to take place, you know?
Boy, I'm telling you, things like when you watch the struggle and the squeeze, I mean, that are the ugly part. That are the hard part again at the end of the day. Everything is up. So as far as like if the civil servants, I mean everybody know like certain of the civil servants, it's long time they need an increase for them themselves. But if if they could get increase, that good. But I would also say to when I hear somebody call in a radio station and talk about this, it, it come into a kind of division between the private sector and the public sector. Eh?
Yeah.
And in terms of, I think let's say you got some kind of other money that is available to the public sector now. People in the private sector, I'm telling you, they gonna watch the public sector and like even double salary. Nobody gonna vex. But you gonna get a little tension there if all of we can get through. Cause all of we can come, eh?
True.
So if only I gonna get some of the thing, as me I tell you, it's
So
just there is
I
tensions
don't
there.
I don't hear one of my good friend who work TDC tell me this year now pass and he not got a sideline government job even if he go map flow
But
just to get a bite. just to get a boy because the one at TDC can't cut it.
Well, yeah, TDC is rough on the payment scale.
So my good friend tell me he gonna try find a little job. So when people laugh after he when they see him in a government building a map flow, he just say, I stop there. I go call me December.
And watch out. I want to bring up another point based on the clip that was played. And this is a
Yeah,
question what I think I asked you throughout the week. And really and truly, I know nothing is gonna come of this. But as I tell you, it based back in the clip too. And this is something I'm wondering with regards to exactly how the government is operating. So here we have a situation where the prime minister is saying he spoke to whoever in finance, the advisor, or whatever, and he looking into a payment increase where we know other members of his government are not pleased with how things are going. Um, namely the premier specifically with regards to the fair share, and I think Sean would have said something about step, for example, and they don't like how we're going.
yeah,
Um, we have a situation where I think the prime minister would have said Vance came to him initially and negotiated for 30 million a year, and then Mark would have
yes.
come and say 45 a year. The prime minister would have come back and said nothing has ever come to cabinet about this. Sean complained and said so, and I think Mark would have said nothing come to cabinet. So my simple question with regards to the situation is this. I know it's the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance. But does his power go all the way to the fact that he could have a meeting with you and as Minister of Finance, as a result of the meeting, he decided, okay, no problem. We're gonna send these money to this place and illegal, just so, no cabinet approval. Just like how now he's saying he having this discussion, but we don't know that this has gone to cabinet. We don't know how the other ministers feel about this. You understand what I'm saying? So I wanna know if the power extend to such a great limit that as long as he said the money could be spent, then is a legal legitimate. Because then what is the purpose of the budget, for example?
But what I'm saying, if a man, if he could get up and if the prime minister could talk so half his own, yeah, so maybe without considering the fact he has other members who speak to in a cabinet. That mean thing what he has already done. That's what I'm thinking of.
And how it got me like in terms of everything, because what I'm seeing is like I'm seeing three different leaders dealing with their position, and I don't even know if the ministers under them can outside Sean and Ma. Only Lindsay I could see like he kind of with them and he understand lockstep what is going on, and you hear him with the same type of energy as them. Whereas, so I'm not hearing a unified voice. I'm not hearing, for example, John Elliott here saying anything. Nah, hear nothing from Eugene Hamilton. You don't know, nah, hear nothing from Zoo, Eric. You understand? where I'm saying is, I feel like this thing's supposed to be not necessarily like you just fall in line with the leader, no? But you got your own individual opinion as to what going on. Like for example, you got two parents. A mother might feel away about the situation. A father might
Yeah,
feel away about the situation.
yeah,
Both of them still got to compromise at the end of the day, no?
yeah,
With
of
regards
course.
to if it's the paying of a bill, with regards to if it's a child, whatever scenario, and somebody gonna turn out to be right. I am my trade he were this time, and it turned
Well,
out
he,
bad.
he has
That
to
was
come
he
to
right.
a conclusion.
That's what I'm saying. But within a family structure, you always gonna have disagreement. But then I mean, you left the family, and we ain't hearing the totality of the opinions. You understand? Whether is we hearing the other ministers coming out and saying, "Bye, I with this, I'm with my leader for this and this reason. I am against you." You ain't
But you,
you ain't hearing anything.
but you feel like you feel like you feel like they're in a position that they're ashamed to see what's happening. You know what I mean? And like they let the elder one them take the approach. But at the end of the day, I vote for you regardless, so you gotta stand up for me.
And where that's my thing. Really and truly, is for in the hard times we vote for them, It's not like in the best of times. Anybody go run the thing really and truly. You are really and truly elected and represented because feel like in the good time, we feel like you could get us to the good time. And if we're going through a rough time, we willing to go through we willing to go through the rough time with you, but you're gonna got to stand up and represent during these times, and you're gonna got to communicate as far as what we're going through. So we could go through it with you.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, how much time you would be dealing with a woman and she would tell you, listen, don't make me look like a fool. Tell me what is going on. And we might go work it out. But
Exactly.
if you can just hold it, and this, nah, it ain't gonna work out. Cause you're gonna put me in a position where I'm gonna defend you in public, and what I defending is not what it is. Nobody want them kind of feeling there. So
When we post the other day, I stand with Harrison because if nobody talk and Tim if they stand with what they feel like, and rather than the person who can't defend nothing.
my yeah, but Timothy is a delusional guy right now. Yeah, but as
Well,
I say, and
well, Alan, hold on. You said Timothy is a little guy. Yeah, well, yeah. Man, he got on their belt full off right now. Look how much ministers he got on their belt full off. So if he delusional, where ask about the rest under him?
um, well,
He magic
okay,
trick work on up.
okay. Let me correct myself. Um, in the going forward, because I believe personally, this is the last term for Tim. For Tim specifically, I feel like this is the last term. Especially in everything I hear at the convention. No, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I ain't saying that Tim is gonna just walk away. He ain't don't fight. However, I don't see a situation going forward where he gonna get the numbers.
Hey, if if Timo win again, guess what? They're gonna got to bring back the machine. They're gonna say, oh yeah, we got to bring back. Oh yeah,
Which machine that?
the red machine, the labor machine. They're gonna got to bring back in labor because
Um,
because because happen, you know what I mean, Pam is defeated because eventually peering out their own candidates, right? A couple months ago,
definitely.
we did specify about this. You check it out. We did specify about it, and like now we seeing it happening now, and we were like, oh, we're not surprised because like we already saw it. So I guess I guess a lot of these politicians were blended with the money, getting paid or whatever, the hype of the elections and whatever, which other people and Timothy Harris also had other plans in mind because like remember he had two candidates when he started off. Now the next election, how much he had? About three or four.
Yeah, he increased it.
Yeah, he increasing and like Pam ain't decide to increase. He's only now of late he they decide to maybe do a switch over between Patches and the lady, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's about it. And questions were asked about any additional candidates, and I think Sean Richard had specified allegedly, you know what I mean, that he has no plans of adding any more candidates whatsoever.
Big man, regardless to her. And me, as I say, I ain't hear it yet. This is something that I heard said on a radio station. But I hear them and say, Tim said, if next election is PLP got to win enough seat who farm the government, that's what gonna happen, man. So PLP and PLP ain't sound like they plan to done as a party is bigger. They get he said he got the biggest party in St. Kitts and Nevis, the best convention, and he gonna show them how to keep convention.
Well,
You check it out.
well,
Oh, it's
PLP
sad.
convention had a buyer.
Well, then I mean that they know to keep convention. I would like somebody to keep a convention and it
Well,
don't last five
well
to six
for me,
hours
it looked more exclusive.
by having a bar.
Yeah, because Pamon didn't have a bar, so how those kind of people want to got a little fancy thing and so you know.
I think that they need to try to have it be less than a 2020 cricket game. You ain't supposed a convention ain't supposed to take 6 hours. To say nothing. Ain't
I
supposed to take so
realize
long.
also what I realize about a lot of these conventions too. Well, not let me not talk about the convention on a whole. Let me talk about with the
And during
politics
our
point of
highly
view.
successful
Okay, let me see what's going
convention,
on here.
which was held on the 13th of March, you heard a
Audio.
lot of what we had to say. And that convention was sweet, sweet, sweet. Up until now, people still talking about the
This would have
convention.
been from Challengers
Some
last
other
night.
people had something called a
I think so.
convention. And the day after, not even a soul talking about it.
We want some audio, sir.
Not a soul at all
Master
about it.
control.
The
I don't
tornado
know
wasn't
what
there
it is
last
they
night.
had.
No.
But tonight,
What
we
do you
have a
think
lot more to
of
say
the
to
fact
you.
that none of the other ministers
A
went to the
lot that
PLP
we are going to
convention?
say to you in the coming days and the coming weeks.
Well, at least you know for
Tonight,
sure,
however, the
it's
focus
it's
is
all
on all
clear
of
that they
you.
have some sort of tension because the convention is a PLP convention. It's not a unity convention. So I guess there's supposed to be a unity convention then.
No, there's not gonna be no unity convention. But the from my understanding, they were invited, and even if they wasn't invited to the convention, it made them look kind of small. Because I hear somebody put it the perfect way. They say, imagine you fighting a man. You and a man in a shootout. He started to shoot first. He done Lego, he shot them. He stopped the here reload, and your gun good to go. You're supposed to wait until he reload to start a fire back shot. And if he start to do the shooting, he supposed to done know well, then you done know his war. So you got to come and face back the thing too. And listen and hear what the man got to say for yourself, rather than just send the young guys in between and tell them, listen good.
Well, for me, now, if they're pulling off a good show, yeah, Sammy, I hope they're making money from the main.
From the who?
If they're pulling off a show, I hope they're making money from mainstream. Because everybody
Oh,
pulling a lot of clips and memes and all sort of stuff.
yeah, definitely. And as you said that too, I want people
Mm-hmm.
to understand. Um, especially for me, cause you might get confused. No, I enjoy. I understand that is a show I watch, but I am not wrapped up in the show as far as you can. Don't get your emotions tied to the show. Remember that this is just a show. Anytime you hear them talk, just imagine you hear the music for Bold and the Beautiful or Young and the Restless or one of them. You check it out. You can go listen to your drama. Maybe you got a little Jerry Springer one the time, but that's it.
Yeah.
And
You wanna
then
sub-
tomorrow is
and
another
if you
pretty
want
screen.
and if you want to subscribe, so just so you want to subscribe to this network, you subscribe and like and follow the page, and we give you guys the also us. As I was saying too, I really these. I want to say it. I want to say fucking right. I get the religion thing involved hard. Yeah, so I mean, like if they want to be, like if they want to cult up the thing, Jen, it look like by in our people, I be go pull one or two pastors the front line.
Well, I mean, okay. You just hear me say, you hear me say like young people don't vote. Yeah, me tell you who to vote. People who don't go to church don't vote. Yeah. People who don't go to church don't vote. So,
And then like, I could remember one time, so some politician like go talk about what? Oh, like for instance, God is a CCM, God is a Labour, God is a NRP, God is a PAM.
um,
I mean like, hear them stupid fucking people, and people jump up and start to wave.
even
Instead of tell them, right, take with that, done
I,
with that.
I, I have never heard anybody say, any of them say, God is their political party. But even something as simple as saying, God blesses us and we're doing God business, then you kind of understand that they're assuming that the other side do what, the devil business. It- I ask somebody for example, me a play cricket against Brown Hill. Before the game,
Yeah,
we gonna be praying. Brown Hill gonna be a pray. So why wanna tell me if I be lose the game I because of God? God can't be concerned about a cricket game, and the same way he can't be concerned about voting. This is about what
exactly.
is actually taking place. When you're dealing with that part there, it's just really and truly the man seeing that church people responsible, they don't vote, and it's an easy thing to do. Go to the church, talk to the people. You're dealing with big communities, so naturally they're gonna be a part of the thing. You can't run from it.
I like some of the church members too, 'cause I got a church friend too. Yeah, man, but I be too glad when a politician come in here because me now be put 20. Yeah, so me when they come, me only put in 5 daddy. Cause
Hmm.
me know they gonna make up with that with me this week. A friend of mine tell me so. I got the jokes them,
Um, Lionel Starboy point is asked if there is no separation of church and state in SKM. I would argue that there is not even a separation, because what happens is you're supposed to have a thing named separation of powers, in
Yep.
terms of you're supposed to got the judiciary, you're supposed to got the legislature, and you're supposed to got the
Yep.
executive. If you're in the executive, you ain't supposed to necessarily be part of the legislature if we was dealing with a strict separation of powers. But you see, because then what that would avoid it, for example, is right. Say you was just elected to parliament and that was your only job. Then you could just focus on writing laws for the advancement of the country,
Exactly.
Whereas you wouldn't have to be a government minister and dealing with the legislature. As the legislature, you present a law maybe to the executive and they could vote whether or not they want the law. But your job would be more focused, more streamlined. You could be more responsive and then you're independent. You understand? Whereas now, if you're an executive, you would be able to just focus on your ministerial duties. But we don't have that in a strict sense. We have it in a conceptual sense, and it's the same thing with when you're gonna say popcorn can't come. No, not popcorn. Alkaline can't come
Alkaline.
because of what devil worshiping or some kind of story. Them kind of thing.
Christian Council.
The Christian Council is large in this community. Yeah, and
And
watch here.
once you got the Christian Council vote, you got 75% of Nevis.
Because you see, as I tell you, right, it's the same thing. Like young people could show themselves to get the numbers in. Like I to do, for example, is show a picture, show a video. When I was in fed. You understand what I mean? Say? But is to be collective and be able to be in a group and be able to deal with all of that there, and then be able to say, well, bye, not only that, we can go vote. Then you got power. But
Mm-hmm.
really and truly, what you see in a them kind of situation there, people just are lame. Them not really you necessarily use the power there and in collective. You're seeing clicks and some click now this click and when really and truly all a big on benefit. None are big on benefit. If you see what I'm saying. Maybe some church is not supposed to be influencing the electorate's decision making. Otherwise, they need to start paying taxes. Well, the church supposed to start paying taxes a long time in the actually. But and you see, it come down to it. 'Cause in the Constitution, I think somewhere in the preamble, you got something about like is a nation, is a godly nation or something like that. So, no. But all I'm saying is, if you look at the reality, I mean, you would see the premier attend Indian events, different culture, different beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no
Mm-hmm.
disrespect to the culture or the beliefs. The only disrespect it could be is if you're saying you God. God shouldn't be involved in anything. It should just be this is what we're dealing with for the people, and you got your individual thing with God. You deal with that individually. Nobody really supposed to jump in your relationship with God. If that's what
True.
you wanna do, however you wanna do it, wonderful. But you suppose one of these days a man lead the country and he don't believe in the Christian God. What are we gonna do? That's how come I tell him I don't really feel like it's necessary. But it's there.
But when him, I got a video clip from this morning when the man a drop some sugar cake over all, you know.
Mm. We have to get the audio started with the video then. No?
Well, if we get the audio, you know what I mean, so much the better, but we got the video. So people go see, walk it, you know what I mean? So master control, if you go wanna drop the video there with the sugar cake over only.
Oh my God, election a come. Election a come. Look what kiss me and stupidness the man you come do down here, boy. Huh? Watch out, look at this. Election a come. Oh my God, election a come. Election a come. Look what kiss me and stupidness the man you come do down here, boy. Huh? Watch out, look at this.
Oh, them.
Election a come.
But really and truly, I don't tell you about that then. Them man give me a little touch up too. Cause
Huh?
the other day me come home and I take a left there by the observer building and me end up in a hole and by the next day, them man patch it up.
The
So
man don't
some
fill up the
patching going
hole.
on. Yeah man, some patching going on. But over there, for example, like if phase two been do, no patching would have been necessary right now because them man not had to patch the Cotton Ground Road. And which part them man got to do right now is kind of like the Joya part. Maybe in the gonna be kind of rough in that early part there, but if them man miss out it out, everything would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like a waste of money.
Hey, and you know they wouldn't post my Facebook that they man patch up the road?
I don't think that they're gonna want to take credit for that.
But they need to take credit to everything. That's the thing what me like, you know. Me like, that's the thing, you know. When I take the credit, right? Yeah, so make sure follow up and take all, you know. Especially when I do half a work. Yeah, because I remember that time they build a wall up a pan hill, you know, and no put no steel in the blocks them. When rain start to fall, all the blocks them no fall down.
I I have seen situation. Rain done cause Abbey some overrun money. Just rain.
Them a hire a contractor. Yeah, so me. No steel in the blocks them. I guess it got account to the budget.
Lord, man. Lord,
Yeah,
man.
see.
So which part of Hill that they been? Not by
You
Fobble.
been on the wall like where is that land that's so when them a do the road the time.
By Fobble? Where they by Panhill? Hilltop?
Yeah, that was like that was like how much years ago, boy? Maybe about 6, 7 years ago or so.
It got to be a long time much.
But
Me
all
can't.
I'm simply saying, all I'm simply saying, yeah, so me when I taking credit, yeah, so me take all one time. Even when I patch up the road. Even if you true punch and explain, that be that.
Well, um, the minister for roads right now, he only had a one-on-one. So maybe he only taking the credit in the one-on-one session. So you won't have to ask somebody who went down there for one of the one-on-one if he taking credit for the patching of the roads. And you can't hear nothing from Zoe that right now.
One, you believe that gonna happen? I don't happen.
No, but you remember, okay, when I've been a tell you the thing about the Prime Minister too, and how this thing seem like, how it seem like is like once you are the Prime Minister, then you run everything. But then what I want to know is like, for example, how is CCM different? Is it that the premier now, he is the minister of finance within his scheme and he run everything? Because what we see in is a situation. He does go to the media and have monthly press conference. Um, the Nevis ministers know about the finances in a Nevis. They have responsibility. They and their own. They have their own head and dealing with their own thing and empowered to push forward and achieve things for the people who vote for them too. Or is it a mini situation of how Mark is with the prime minister? You understand? Is he learning from his situation and dealing with his ministers in a way where them empowered? So, so for example, is he tell them and go patch up the road there? Or is it the minister who deal with the roads tell them and go patch up the road? Me no know. I mean, I don't hear from the minister what deal with the road because the only time he talk, if they go parliament, if Mark say you could talk, he talk. But you don't want to
So
hear
everybody got
from
on the
them
bridle.
other man.
So everybody got on the bridle.
I'm not seeing really and truly. If you check it out, Tim kind of let them man talk out more than how Mark got them man does be talking out. Cause look, you just hear from Mark. Look, you just hear from Sean. Look, you just hear from Lindsay. But I don't hear from other ministers. And so it does make me feel like the man got power. Sometimes me doesn't even wonder if the man got ambition, to be honest. Because how the man supposed to be watching this thing, I mean, it ain't need to be like out there and highlighted. But you're supposed to be looking to take over from the premier. He
Yep.
don't put in a lot of
But
time in this thing and
but
burning
some of
out
the time
fast.
when you find people below you can't ain't got no voice, right? That mean you run a cult.
But how is the organization going to maintain if in a voice below you? The reason how
So
we maintain now is because your voice was allowed to expand and you were allowed to shine.
because the only difference we see with Eric Evelyn right now is just that he get he get a job, you understand me, and just go back to do what you do. Don't worry, you don't got your job, you understand me? Just continue get your money and go ahead out and go talk for the weddings, them talk for the sports them and so. You understand me? Just go ahead do what you do still. We just be one you in a seat.
Hey, watch it. I was thinking about Eric, right? And Eric different to Hensley than you. What the difference between Eric and Hensley? And I talking about from the dressing, go down to everything. It's the same guy. The
Um
premier Eric, the premier need to roll out, and he need to go up on a trip with Eric and say, Eric, you see for this next election, stepping up your game. Check it out. Couple shot. Eric need like about 4 suit and some shoes. About 5 pair shoes. Let me start to do this thing. Cause it's the same thing I used to wonder about Hensley when like yo, as I tell you, presentation is important, especially to me. I want to see you and feel like minister.
Why to me, you answer me, you say you want them look up to date, right? But guess what? Ginger and you got when you're running a St. George, you gotta look old to it.
Which part you ever see Van Samuel look old? When was the time that
No,
happened?
Listen, Van Sammy done all, you know. So Eric gotta look old.
No. But listen, what
So
you really feel like?
so
Let me ask you a question.
so So you're telling me
Once again,
Erica overdo it? So you're telling me Erica overdo it?
no. Me just tell you like when me show you Eric and Hensley is the same. Is like them they are deal with the social development and so on.
Yeah.
Them vibe is to connect with the people and all them things. Then you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, when listen up in life, right? One thing don't have to be true. Yeah,
But
definitely. He want
but I
Eric
could
win this year.
definitely tell you the difference between Eric and Hensley.
Go ahead, tell me.
Hensley would organize things and be there and participate. You understand me? Eric, you have to invite Eric.
Um, real by Eric
Or
that boy. Eric is a man that organize things. I can't,
listen to
I
what
can't.
I'm saying. Eric, you have to invite Eric. Eric will show up and participate. Hensley would organize, coordinate, and participate. And
I
somebody in the comments, tell me please if I'm lying. Eric will quicker show up and do whatever for you for free. Hensley would organize, coordinate, and participate. I could
um,
say that with full confidence. Don't get me
okay, I
wrong,
think
Eric go sharp, Once you tell Eric come, he gonna come. You understand me? But Hensley not gonna wait upon you. Who call him, Hensley gonna create an event, create something, and be there and take
uh,
control.
listen. I don't know everything what Eric does though, but I want to believe Eric does organize events and them kind of things. There. He's them kind of man there. Eric is a community man, so I young can support you with that part.
Listen, I'm not me not dispute the fact the man ain't a community person. But listen, Eric won't call you and tell you let me do this. You gonna have to call Eric and say, boy, I got a wedding, I want to come talk to me. Boy, I got this, I want to come do this to me. You understand me? When you got the other way around, Hensley will got something and would call maybe somebody, the younger people, you know what I mean, and tell them, yo, I having this, bring all your mother, bring your father, bring this. We'll do something for them.
But I think one of the good things that I've heard about Eric is if you go to him, I mean you would say that he not organized, but if you go to him,
Well, two of them doing good
hold
enough.
on, because I
Two of
just let
them
you
doing
say your
good
part.
enough.
Hold on. If you go to him and you show him a vibes and he have an understanding and he could give you some support, big pass I go start your so I mean, I guess that's what I'm saying. Is a small distinction. Maybe one of them is more reactive and
Just
the other is more
just bear in
proactive.
mind, just bear in mind, what Eric doing with the elderly people them is what Hensley created.
Yeah, but you see, watch it right. This again one me I try to tell you. Boy, I saw Eric the
But me no wrong, but I'm telling you, watch out. I me only come and tell you the difference between two of them, You check it out. Like me nothing is wrong with what they're doing. You understand me? Because at the end of the day, they both gonna show up. But I'm just telling you what Henry will quicker do than Eric. You gonna got to call Eric. Who say come
yeah.
talk to me funeral, come talk to me reception, come talk to this. Henry gonna call you and tell you bring your mother and your father.
Tell Master Control play the next video because we do we are we we disagreeing upon some kind of small point. Okay, Hensley is more organized. Fair enough. But he better at losing election, right? We could agree on that. Hensley is better at losing election than Eric. We could agree to that. You all of a sudden you want to read the comment now.
Yeah,
All of
cause
a sudden you
I
want
saw my name. Okay, Jason, I get what you're saying. And you're right. Henry will hear something and maybe get it done. Exactly. That's the clip right there.
the people, and as best as possible, we would want to see that 5-year mandate being served out.
Okay.
But if after discussions it doesn't appear as though the differences can be put aside, then of course the other options would have to be considered and
What?
exercised.
Right, and this sounds like a nuclear option. Sorry for using that word. That word has extra weight these days. But what is the nuclear option, Honorable Sean Richards, as far as this coalition is concerned?
The nuclear option, of course, would be to go back to the polls
All
and
right.
let the people determine who they want to continue to serve them as a government.
Okay. Are you going to give Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris an ultimatum?
We do intend to have some discussions with Dr. Harris during which we would put our cards on the table as to what we determine the way forward to be.
Okay. Any idea the time frame of these discussions, as you've coined them?
Hopefully during the course of this week.
Oh, okay. All right. So things are coming out ahead. Now,
I join in the man. Yeah.
What's up?
I hear. Want to congratulate the man them on a successful show. Definitely. You know what I mean?
I thought you want to come and go comment on the video.
All of that too. We're rounding up to the end, so I'll do a little piece. But it's your show.
Me gonna say something about the video there again.
You got to.
Same thing you hear from Sean again. Hopefully, by the end of this week, he not sure. Do we know if Sean call Tim right now, if Tim don't pick up the call? You understand them kind of ways there?
Boy, Sean don't block. Because from 2015, all them live in a one house and all kind of thing, you know. Everybody don't move out. Everybody don't a big people now. I go stop there. He go start to move like how this a move for me. It's my phone. I answer it if I have to.
But the good thing what I like about it though, which I wasn't hearing, especially in the Pam thing, is I needed some kind of time frame, and you hear at least everybody understand, which I don't think the premier want this, but the only option if they ain't get what they want, and if you listen to Tim carefully at the PLP convention, I ain't gonna get what I want. So it's gonna be motion and no confidence, and then we got election again.
I think
So
easy
we
when
got
woman a
another
fight
election
and story start to Lego left, right, and center.
two years ago, and we're gonna get another election from there, and then we still got a local election again. It's a mess at this point.
Well, it's looking like the general and the local election they're gonna line up this time around. Maybe at least. It's evident that the unity construct has crumbled and it's now falling out into the public. I mean, everything that you're seeing now, these are matters, once you start to see them in the public, you know that done with. This whole, we're going to talk to the Prime Minister again, we're going to do this, it's not business as usual Monday. All of that, just let us know that everything is done with. It's just now these men trying to get their ducks in line and make sure that everybody on board. Because some man still want pension. Some man really want to go through with it, you know. But I just cool out, let me just finish out the time.
But watch out, if election keep next week, people don't ready, you know. Because guess what? It's years now we hearing this story, you understand me? Before the end of come out public. So that they don't leak through the closet vent long time. So they go for to keep election next week and all.
Yeah. Really and truly, them man did an amazing job to make it this fine. Cause when you hear about coalition go, I was doubting it from the start. So when they get back in for the second time, I thought, well, what? really and truly, they really might have revolutionized this thing for the Caribbean, and you could see coalition governments going forward, and then 2 other years into the thing, and it's like, yo, this is
But
done.
I believe Nevis deserve an apology from Mark Brantley, because he brought us into this tug of war.
He
You
I
didn't
mean,
understand me?
brought
You
us
get
in.
two.
He said he was the architect of re-envisioning CCM in a federal
If
structure. So he
if
ain't
that's
bringing
the if
nobody.
that's
He doing drawings and shit, man.
well, me believe right. He should stay a lawyer place because I know Spencer Brown is an architect, so I believe Spencer Brown will do a better job then. So
well,
kudos to Spencer Brand. Good night to Spencer Brand. I hope you're having a good night. So yeah, you're the better architect, Spencer Brand.
Jason,
Send powers to the world.
with any relationship, right? You know, things start out good, you know, honeymoon stage, and then you progress, and then, you know, things start to get a little more difficult, you know. It's just how much you're willing to adjust. You get what I'm saying? What I want to know, the bigger question here is, what was the real breakdown, right? What was the real breakdown of the coalition? What is the real breakdown of the group? Because based on how I hear Sean speaking, it seems like these things were going on for a long time. Is it really just because last year a lady came from Trinidad and decided, Tim, please give us a third term? So is it really a leadership struggle? Is it really leadership they're fighting for? Is it a power grab? Or is it more to it? Because I just can't understand why now. What has changed now that's causing them to come out into the public with all of this disgruntled behavior?
Okay.
It,
Let me
Pressure
explain
Ira.
to you what.
yeah.
Let me
Pressure.
explain to you what. Let me explain to you what. It's like,
Ira. Alan, hold the thought quick and sharp.
shit.
Cause you just mentioned something about he's the architect. You understand me? Boy, he been set up for failure a long time because you set up yourself who get nothing still. You understand me? You set up yourself for failure from the earlier clock. Because if you say he said he was the architect of everything, you know what I mean? I still ain't get nothing yet. He set up himself for lose long time. Plain and simple. Because
So,
you put yourself, if you're the architect, you put yourself in a position of for power, for more power.
well, he was not the Minister of Foreign Affairs before 2015. Anyway, what happened?
Yeah.
Them man decide, right? I'll be under the same woman. And we're gonna split up this thing, and everything gonna be cool. You check it out. But then what happened now, like, I mean, he don't been know that pan about that come up. See pictures, this girl out pan catamaran and all kind of thing, having a wonderful fucking time. And when he but they come, what be happen? She not even cook with the man. They're not gonna wear no vibes, but then for he but there. So then you kind of watch the thing, and he's like, boy, how come you get all in treatment here? I work hard too. I paying bills too. But I getting things ready to go up on picnic. Well, me get things ready for the picnic, but I them a go to the picnic. So you get a
Ira,
little, you know,
Yeah.
Ira,
rough.
if you come up with an idea for something, you understand me? How you not gonna put yourself in a position to be two steps ahead? You set up yourself for failure.
I
Davis
don't
deserve
know.
an
I
apology.
don't know about coming up with the
He
idea.
ain't do that,
And
you know. But it's just as I tell you, he ain't follow through.
yeah.
The Charleston Accord is a good document, you know, and the other document that they're hiding. Can remember the document what they're talking about with two term for prime minister, and so I ain't see that there nowhere. So that there
It
is
look like
some
these
kind of
ministers they
another
are working for
document
commission, no Jay.
Well,
what the
okay.
public ain't see. But
Okay.
if you
So
had take them there,
okay, all right, all right.
and especially now when you have the ability to change the constitution and you've been put them there as law,
Yeah.
then bye. Mr. Bat, what you telling me? The man was cooking with gas, but it's just that really and truly, the Charleston Accord is a microcosm
Yeah,
for how the Premier operate.
yeah.
Once again, good vision, good idea, sound good on paper, everybody go back it. How we gonna do it? And I know.
Me no know.
Don't
But
have any
but
idea.
but but Alan, based on his
How are
The
we
profession,
gonna
he
do
science
it?
should have
so
been
good
able
for
to
the
I don't know.
execute
physics.
this one, man.
But this sound good, right? The lyrics and then sound good,
The
right?
science, that's like the science after the physics take place and nothing keep.
It's like the bass is like Lil Wayne right now. You check it out. He will rap and so about guns and so, but he ain't troubling no gun and so. He got bodyguard and so. He got people to hold, but sound good. Now from the streets and get.
Hey, and it's one thing,
He's a
you know for sure,
lyricist.
you know. Science tell you gonna clean up the whole complex in one day, right? Science gonna clean it up in one day for real, eh? That's a promise science gonna keep every culture armor.
Alan
Definitely.
and Jason. Alan, what you just said raised a good point, you know, because when the premier was on this show, right? Real Talk Corner, and he had mentioned that the 8-0 Labour Party had the best chance of really changing laws in St. Kitts and Nevis. We both know, and you said it on this show, that this current government has had the best opportunity to change
Most
laws and
powerful
make a
thing we ever
change.
see.
And they create a document that was supposed to be the foundation of their coalition. And they decided not to make any of those laws. Then they never
Even
been serious.
Ira, because I was thinking about this, I had asked the Premier about the boundaries.
Yeah.
And as I said, he would have complained, and rightfully so. St. John's too big. St. John's too big. St. John's need to slim up. We ain't seen a report from the Constituency Boundaries Commission from since Unity gone in.
Ask
And that
Jason about it.
is and that is one of the
Well, I want me
mandatory
apology, you know.
obligations of the
Not with that, you
Constitution.
know.
You're supposed to be dealing with this, and we ain't seeing that.
I want hear the premier say I apologize for taking 3 and not get nothing for we.
I think it was a
And
miscalculation by his part. I
and
think he tried to
Tell them
play a shot,
people, let them take the 3.
and the
Let's
shot
take
was
the 3. Let me
seen.
see who bring. Let me see who can bring. Pure drama. Yeah. I'll could talk about the drama war go on. That's all we could talk about. Nothing else.
I want to say one thing and then bust off, right?
what
I want to, because now that I've seen Tanya's comment saying Ira is like Jason said, it's been going on for a while, and they can no longer keep the lid on the pot. You know what I really think happened? Timmy tell them 2 terms, and that was the agreement for all of them. 2 terms as prime minister. If I make a deal with you and Jason right now as a team and say, I am going to be in charge for this year. If I decide to leave the team, am I still bounded by that?
No.
Okay. So what I think happened is they realize the bigger plan. The prime minister wanted to get himself in a position that he could create strength. And they start to see the pieces move. So from the pieces started to move, they realized their time is drawing near. He only wanted 2 years to get himself in a position where he could build PLP so that he can run and hold the power. And now that they're seeing it, they want to react.
As an individual,
It's a
as an
reaction.
individual, as an individual from a regular man perspective, go sing it, go and party with them, take picture, eat KFC, and come back up to Mother Earth here, come back up Nevis, and get real. When you ready go back down, when you ready go party again, you go back down, have fun, take some pictures, because that's about it. When you wake up Monday morning, you understand me? They go on their way, you better go your way.
I want to know what you guys think, though. You think Mark can really give Sean prime ministership if he hold enough chips to be the prime minister?
Based on what you said there, right? And when I be think about everything, right? The only time, because this make a lot of sense now in terms of there was a lapse when the election results came in. You understand? They're saying that certain people couldn't be found. We had to wait on the final tally to see exactly how the thing going, right? If them man was going to pull any kind of leverage from the prime minister, the only time they could have pulled it is right after the results come in, you know. As far as asking him, okay, we settle, we say a lot of things to each other. We actually, not only we say them, but we got the power to go change the constitution and do them. We really going to do them? Because if I've been really going to do them, then good luck with PLP. We ain't going in that. That was the only time they would have had to do it. But now coming here with this late story and then wanting to go back to the polls, because Sean making it seem like we going back to the polls and everything. If we go back to the polls, ain't gonna unity, you know. Well, unless he gonna get some kind of new unity and he gonna just be Pam and CCM.
Pam and CCM coalition.
But Timothy Harris is not gonna be involved.
No.
With them if we go back to the polls. It's gonna be a different circumstance.
But I could say one thing, the premier got a lot of faith, because during the COVID time and so all these hotels supposed to come and do construction and so, right? And he holding the faith for them, right? And giving the excuse about COVID, right? So if this ain't work out for Sean, if he gives Sean the power for prime ministership, yes, and that ain't fall through, I guess he could blame COVID again too.
We have any more clips to play?
Yeah, because we supposed to get some hotel last year, but through COVID they ain't come through. So if we give Sean the opportunity to be prime minister and he ain't fall through, blame COVID. COVID mess up everything.
Well, see, we're gonna get the Taiwanese hotel over St. James.
Taiwanese hotel.
So at least we get something. People ain't in a building.
But my question is to you guys: does Nevis deserve an apology?
Big man, let me tell you how it works. I don't know if Alan want to go, right? I don't know if Alan want to go, but I could tell you this.
But it's a yes or no question, no? Because
Jason,
I feel like I'm talking to the premier right now.
Jason, if you hire me and do a job and I ain't doing the job, in your eyes, what apology you can ask you imply for?
And not only that, I see you sticking with this thing, right? But let's be real.
But you apologize when the money ain't reaching time.
Let me say what I'm saying, man. The premier gonna really apologize. So I know you're sticking with your thing and you deserve an apology. You ain't fucking getting none.
No apology.
So so once again, you was just telling the man what deal with reality. So we just try to give you a little dose of reality. We could get off of that
course.
now. Cause you ain't getting no fucking apology.
You're not gonna get none.
He is not.
Zero. You're not gonna get an apology. Don't look for
If
any.
listen,
Don't ask for any.
if you not even been know what guy now, if you wasn't getting the transparency, what make you feel like you're getting which part? You're gonna get some good quotes. You're gonna get some lovely fucking quotes. But an
Not
apology?
even money from the
No,
piece.
you ain't getting that.
The question.
Really and truly, right?
Yeah.
Really and truly, you know what I waiting for? I waiting for the speech about how this is NRP fault. I know. I know that them man gonna find a way to say NRP fucking mash up.
Man,
With
good.
0 seat in the federal and 1 in the local. I know them man. However, them man find the angle, it is gonna be glorious. It is gonna be amazing. But them man gonna find a way
But I
to
mean,
let
like,
you know.
I ain't like why I
NRP
have
mash up
my
the whole.
premier in a corner, man.
Oh,
He still a fighting battles over the waters and still got NRP deal with shit.
Well, if you got NRP, watch out. The premier battle is not with NRP.
I know.
If NRP want to show that they are what battling, we gonna see upcoming whether or not
But watch out. The premier don't give away himself long time about talking about funds and all kind of thing or getting help. I don't help NRP and all them kind of stuff then this and that or whatever. I mean like, wow, this man is defensive, yo.
I'm gonna feel like it's deeper, right? Because he also said in his speech that there is word that basically he said Tim is arming NRP for election. Money don't control election, you know. So
Tim don't got candidate in a Nevis, man.
money
For
does
PLP
control
too.
election.
If you're not surprised, if you're not
money
careful.
not.
And Tim is the Minister of Finance. So Tim controls apparently the CBI money.
Imagine a
And
man, imagine your superior over the finance, right? So whatever number he give you, you got to take.
No, but still, but if Tim is really in bed with NRP because he trying to undermine what they have now to break down, because you have a convention, right? At a PAM convention, you see what happened. Then PLP has a convention. And in the PLP convention, this man ain't talk about taking away Labour votes, you know. The man talk about taking away PAM votes. PAM votes, you know, those are shots. The man was firing rounds at his own team. So, if Mark Brantley is starting to act this way and talk about fair share, it's possible that Tim is really working with the NRP, right? And Mark would know Tim got access to the money, and they need the money there because the money does say a lot during
Well,
election times.
let me tell you how this go backfire upon Tim, if that is the case, and how it go backfire upon NRP too. If NRP ain't trying to get Nevis things, then they're gonna lose the election worse than before. What you telling me? What you telling? Watch out! Right now, right? Tim close to toxic, yeah. That's what I can tell you. This guy he's a delusional guy. If you feel like he's gonna be the prime minister again after this, he's never
And
gonna be the prime minister again after this.
and I must say
Watch out.
kudos to the politics of CCM. You get what I'm saying? Because the image of a toxic Tim start to come about when CCM start to push that out there. Because if I ask any of you two right now, if you felt like CCM, PAM, and PLP had a toxic relationship in the sense of Nevis wasn't really getting money, right? Because we've heard time and time again that this has been the best time the best relationship between St. Kitts and Nevis. But now the narratives have to change, right? Because it's about probably garnering like pity. It's almost going into the step of I could align with these set of people, but when you're aligning with Doggy, you're aligning yourself with a man that is against Nevis. And right now, the narrative to write out to the people, so the people then could understand is Tim is against Nevis. I stand with CCM. I stand with Mark against Tim, the big bag dictator. Dictator. Can't even get the word said, right? But you get what I'm saying. They're now putting that image in the minds of Nevisians that this man is bad for Nevis. So if
But that's what I'm
NRP
telling you.
decide to line up with him now,
They're gonna lose.
they lose.
He gonna
They
get
lose. They lose. They lose. And I think it's a brilliant chess move early.
This person what politics in Nevis asking what Nevis things, right? And I feel like Sinkish people need to understand what going on with regards to when I
Boy,
say Nevis one
Alan,
things. Let me say
Alan,
what me say, man, just okay, got that.
it's towards what Ira was saying he said is the best for Nevis so far. We said is the best for Nevis. It's been the best for Nevis, right, Ira?
I didn't say it. I was saying we've heard the premier said that on numerous occasions. We had the clip last week. You guys had the clip
Yeah.
last week playing, right? But Jason, you shouldn't cut off Alan when he's talking, right? This is not the
But
unity
I just
construct.
wanted to
This is
follow up to
actual
what you're
unity
saying.
here, right?
I just wanted to follow up to what you're saying.
Okay.
It's the best because what I'm telling you, why all the time Nevis was sending down one person to represent us. You check it out. Now we send down 3, so it's the best.
He was talking about finances too. We were talking
But
about finances.
Mr. Not talk about finance because 3 man I get paid. He used to be one man for 20 years. What he been talk about, you know?
You're incorrect.
You check it out. Now we sending down 3 man collecting finances.
You're incorrect.
Alan, come forward now.
Come forward, Alan.
No. He incorrect. It was 3 all the time until it was 1, and then it was 2, and then it's back to 3.
Well, I mean, it's 3
Remember,
for one particular party.
okay.
Chanel said Rohan has
It was 2 before.
Chanel
It wasn't
said,
Vance and Mark.
yeah, it was Vance and Mark. It was Vance and Mark. It was 2. It was never 1. Chanel said Ronald had a shot in
anyway,
St. George's, Alan. As an independent, he would have had a better shot too.
Girl, Rohan, come and take the L.
Rohan got to be in a St. George's when we believe you want to win St. George's. But I wanted to say something about the person was saying what Nevis things.
Yeah, Nevis
the
politics.
Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Constitution define the areas which the Nevis Island administration could take care of.
Mm-hmm.
And it also got in the split in the revenue. I understand that St. Kitts people will say, but Nevis got the government. What Nevis government for? Nevis government is not allowed to deal with everything.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Constitution, the federal government supposed to be dealing with St. Kitts and Nevis.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe St. Kitts need their own government.
Mm-hmm.
And there needs to be an overarching federal government.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that need to happen, but that's a different discussion.
Mm-hmm.
The fact remains Nevis is not allowed to do everything with regards to like national security and other things. And so we need a share of the collective. The passport is a St. Kitts passport, is St. Kitts and Nevis passport.
Mm-hmm.
We need a share of some of the collective things. Well, we don't we are not allowed to participate in necessarily like actively, but our name is being used to get this thing. So we deserve a share.
Yeah,
We don't
because
get to do everything. If we had a Nevis Island administration, what could I do everything? And then it kind of deal with the federal government. Fair. But our government, according to the constitution, we can't do everything.
you can't. No, we can't.
There are some things which are federal, and I got to take care of that part then. And that's what me I said. Nevis need a full set of things. So if NRP is going down there just to get in to be with him, no, it will
Yeah,
never work. They will lose.
because
They will lose hard.
when you sell a passport and you say St. Kitts and Nevis passport, because St. Kitts doesn't exist, St. Christopher doesn't exist. Nevis exists, St. Christopher doesn't exist. This is a piece of the Constitution.
The person say used, and another they feel like is in a
The
hole in way
administration
because
shall have
I just being
exclusive
literal.
responsibility for the
I'm saying
administration within the island of Nevis in accordance with the provisions of any relevant laws of the following matters: airports, seaports, education, extraction and processing of minerals, fisheries, health and welfare, labor, land and buildings vested in the crown and specifically appropriated to the use of government. And the comment went off, but I don't know what all of that mean. Alan, you raise a good point.
all of those are the things where the administration could deal with. But what me I try to tell that individual, the politics in this, the federal government though, when you see what them could deal with, it's gonna be a longer list.
It's a longer
It's
list.
gonna be all of the things.
But okay, I could see in there that portion was written to safeguard Nevis, right, from being exploited by a federal government. So let's say, for instance, Nevis was to somehow find gold, they dig and you find gold in Nevis. If there's a federal government in charge and they find gold in Nevis, what do you think can happen to Nevis if you didn't have that part in the Constitution that said Nevis is responsible for like mining and lands and stuff, right? The federal government can come in and take it. But because the
Privatize the
Constitution
gold.
is, huh?
Privatize the gold.
Because
But it's not just that area. If you're gonna set up an administration, you got to finance it. So you go, and you got to give them something to govern.
yeah,
So as you say, there's also a part of it in terms of the exploitation. You ain't wanna be
Put the gold in a
exploited
sugar
by
name.
a outsider with regards to your natural resources.
correct. And
Put the gold in a sugar name.
but the passport thing, it's simple. If you're selling a passport that says St. Christopher and everybody that buys the passport is only investing in St. Kitts, not necessarily Nevis, then I understand Nevis shouldn't get any. But that is not the case. St. Christopher doesn't exist. It's St. Christopher and Nevis. Nevis exists. Nevis doesn't exist in the Constitution. St. Christopher alone doesn't exist. St. Kitts and Nevis exists, right? So the passport is for St. Kitts and Nevis. So the funds should be for St. Kitts and Nevis and shared equally between St. Kitts and Nevis, because once you own the passport, you don't just have rights to St. Kitts you reach St. Kitts and you can't go Nevis and you go pay extra to go Nevis. No, you're buying full rights to the country, the federation. So you gotta even tell me, well, how much of the lands of investment, the 400 or whatever thousand, 100,000, right? Of that, nobody investing in Nevis. There's no citizen investment projects going on in Nevis. Nobody buying their shares of land in Nevis. We don't have lawyers in Nevis dealing with CBI projects and so right now. Everything is just St. Kitts is really St. Kitts, so St. Kitts can take all. I don't think St. Kitts is taking all, but
If one time I went to a meeting that they just have with like the financial services people, And I asked a simple question. I was like, so why I don't just put a office in Nevis? Because I think it's people want to be of the opinion, okay, Nevis, I need to do our own thing and stop make money off Abby. Me not got no problem. Make the offices in Sinkits available in a Nevis.
Yeah.
Let Abby keep Abby money up here. I keep your money down there. And the thing good.
The thing good.
That
Me not no
that's what me
problem.
like
But if
NRP,
Abby gonna got to say,
NRP would have got office for
but if
everything.
if I doing a CBI application in Nevis and I got to send them over, and remember I got to spend me $15 to send them over, not no $5 no more, over I think it, and everything I got to take place out there. But
Yeah.
in Nevis,
Politics in
get
Nevis,
a
they
piece of the
can't do
thing.
it.
All of the offices them can't be in a Sinkits, and
This is what.
everything, every application can be processed in a Sinkits. And then you tell me, boy, Nevis not deserve nothing. Bobby, how do you do?
Are you listening? Like politics in Nevis, are you listening to what Alan is saying right now? Nevis can't sell any passport that is controlled by the federal government. That is what's holding up the economy right now, you know? If you could show me something else that's holding up St. Kitts and Nevis economy right now, because you couldn't tell me tourism during COVID. You can't tell me agriculture. You can't tell me we have a major export other than our citizenship. So like Alan
You
is
better
pointing out, bring the office to
you
Nevis then.
better you better rent out the big house where you got down the right and let it turn them into some office. And that's how you gonna benefit.
Alan, that was a wonderful point. That
We
would
have
never
any more
Yeah.
happen.
clips?
Hmm?
We have any more clips? We're running up to 11 now. I want to get the clips them out. We had
No,
couple.
no, no. I mean, I think a lot
So
of the
No
people
clips
in the
clips.
have
comment
expired.
section, if you know you have big houses back home in Nevis or St. Kitts and you have connections with the government, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, rent them out. They would give up their office space, you know what I mean, just to rent your place.
Well, really and truly, it look like if you got any place in the town area for rent, it look like you could do some business because people ask me if I know anybody have any house in Hamilton to rent. So if
Oh
I
yeah.
got places to rent, I put them on the market because people looking for things.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So Tanya, your place is close town. You you might come down there and meet it at Ministry of Sports.
But
The money in it,
Jason,
friend.
Jason, I hear the line and them up at electoral office long this week to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the
I
Why?
line
hear
and
about coming
long.
like I hear about coming like Sunday night too.
Because what happened to the objection them I start to go there. Yeah, all the objection I go out for the people who ain't live which part they say they live or whatever it is. So you got that going on. You got people going for their card. All kind of thing, but I hear the office is full. A lot of
Hmm.
action is taking place.
Anyway,
Point.
fellas,
Um,
it was great, man. You know what I mean? Time running down on us, you know.
yeah, I see.
I
I don't see
love
you
the
stretch.
feedback from the
I
comment,
don't see you
especially
stretch
from
out. So I don't know what
politics
that
in
means.
Nevis.
Yeah, yeah. Big up politics in Nevis.
Politics in Nevis, what's up, me? You know who you are.
Yeah.
Anyways, what? I see somebody mention JD name.
He said JD
JD
can
Gum.
beat Brand. That's a plug. That's a plug. The CBI under threat clear on going hold on to St. Thomas's.
JD the only how JD go
Boy,
beat Brand if Alan vote. Anyways,
J-
fellas,
Janice,
it was great and wonderful.
Wait, wait,
And
wait,
I
wait.
know
that
Alan
to
won't
see.
vote. So
Wait,
That
wait,
to
wait. I
see.
wanna say
Janice got an uphill battle though. All the West battle there uphill battle. You realize them stick. You realize them stick. Then talk about to see it and then can't bring in no more. But anyway, good night everybody.
good night.
Jesus love all.
But I've been wanting to say one more thing.
watch out.
Go
I,
ahead.
Watch
I have
out.
one more thing to say.
Watch out. I,
Wait, Jason,
I,
I got one more thing to say. I know you're sure. Jason, you still go the Ocho, you're sure, you know? Ira, real quickly, Nevis cannot get 50% when all the work is been. Okay. I'm not expecting Nevis to get 50% either. Eh? I'm just expecting Nevis to get whatever the population said they should get. But what I want to say before I go is one thing I realized over the past couple of days with everything that's going on, Sean is weak. Sean is weak.
Well, you have the
But
clip with Sean too?
Sean is weak.
last week, hey, watch it. I see Sean I read off on paper this week, right? I say something and he just got up. And he read off the paper and I tell myself, this is the ally what the premier guy and I got this man what can't read something off a paper, what gonna take you 2 minutes?
Yeah.
And he got to and he like a robot too, because you know one of them too, right? I watching Sean and me, I say, but Sean a robot, huh? And Sean just did like us so. And he do his thing. And then you could see when the man edit the thing, cause emote just vanish and come back in again at another point, and I say, boy, this is amazing.
No, Sean
This
is
is the
weak.
man who the premier decide. Because here what I end up and think about. If the premier was the man who I need the premier to be, when I really think about it, he should not have said nothing. He should not have go to the PAM convention. He should have let them man fight. He should have let them man fight and be the mature man. He just the after the say he watching the thing because he pushing himself now with as we say a man who weak, with a man who party is getting smaller, with a man who got to read half a paper like us up. And I was like this yo rough.
No, the man weak. The
Sean,
man
no,
weak.
I'm go back and work out
God.
the scene. No?
No, he weak, he weak. But the premier is going to align himself with Pam because, like I tell you, I feel like Timothy Harris is undermining him. It's like possibly how, yeah, I not gonna give
But
Ukraine my weapons, but again,
if
put
Timothy
them on the
Harris want
border.
to undermine the premier, are you gonna start to hear some truth? Are you gonna start
I
to
feel like
hear what where the body is buried?
Just look at
What
the
side of
money.
that? What side of that?
Just look at the money.
Nothing.
Just put on a for sale for your vote.
hey, watch out, right? Back to what I was saying about Sempars, right? You know what I mean? I feel like JD go win too, you know. Because ain't a lot of people in Sempars married them.
You can explain that on that to me.
If we want to be real, St. Paul's is NRP territory. Eh?
Oh yeah.
St.
You always
Paul's,
talking about this territory story. You know?
well, CCM wins St. Paul when NRP supporters decide not to go out. It doesn't be a
But
shift. It don't be a shift because when you look at when Brand win, Perkins win, they win by like 30, 10, small
yeah,
numbers. And
but
even I could tell you, even with like the last election, a lot of Libuds, and the Libuds are known to be NRP.
Man,
That man ain't vote.
watch out.
You get what I'm
A lot
saying?
of single mother kids don't turn 18, you know. You stop there.
yeah, regardless
So
of what
it
I
gonna be
want
it
to
gonna
say,
be more than 10.
regardless of what y'all are saying, NRP got so much of work to do. Cause you want me tell you a lie what me realize? You know how them man that say anybody could run politics? Let me teach young people something right now. If you don't talk to people, you can't run politics on. You is not one of the anybody.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm saying that because here comes Janice. And in my estimation, Janice is an intelligent woman. seem like she got herself together and all these kind of things.
Women are born leaders.
Boss, I don't know Janice like that. And when you hear other people within the community, them not necessarily no Janice. No, me myself, I understand in life that I ain't and is where you're saying me not get caught up in the shock and in the emotion. I see when Janice got she PhD, the premiere was like congratulations and this is a intelligent woman. And then I see when Janice was made the leader in Happy and the premiere was like, oh this a bit. Well, that a bit. I don't deal with people who ain't gonna see it. Understand? So me I say I understand you could be capable, but that is the administrative part of the politics. How we gonna see if NRP could things? We gonna see because me not see how NRP go win without Janice winning it. Me not see how that is possible.
Yeah, that's
But
the truth.
Janice, as I said,
Mark not gonna lose his
intelligent
seat.
woman. I don't know how it's gonna translate as far as Nevis people like the thing of you come and you talk to them. You gotta be congenial, charisma, and all these kind of things. And you gotta be consistent with it. So
Hey,
I am not certain. Maybe the fact Zook they sing it all the time now, we
Alan,
eat not the thing. But I don't know.
right now you gotta follow the money jet. You understand me?
That's what me I say too.
You know who gonna win the election? Whoever give a free gas right now. God, the
So
prices down there are crazy, man.
Oh man, I didn't even talk
so
about the
So
let me ask
prices
you a
of
question.
gas.
I feel like 'cause I feel like Nevis people yo, Nevis people are wise up here. You feel like a man is gonna worry about okay, I see the man sort me out today. And ain't realize by man realize by is every day I live in life, yeah? Every week I live in life. How come you think you hear people say, only when election come I could see you? It come back to the same thing what I was saying. You in the community, you're dealing with the people for real. You coming through and want to feel like you won't be able to buy them off with just some gas or some plywood. By the way, I've been talking about the Will Smith slap. I be just gonna let the Will Smith slap say like that.
But I am sure.
I been not saying nothing. Did Jason you on Will Smith side?
homie,
Yeah, with the slap.
Will Smith can't take pressure, man. Because you're a comedian too.
I I I would not have let her slap there. I would watch out. To me, right? If he didn't do the cussing, could have did that. The slap? No man. It was too much.
I don't feel like he should have slapped the man.
I'm
But
telling you.
yeah.
Because watch here. He and you know the lady is gonna say, I like it. The man out there defending his woman.
Yeah.
I can't allow them thing. What gonna happen when Kanye see Pete Davidson? We can't allow them kind of slap yeah. We cannot allow them kind of slap yeah. Ladies, I understand you gonna feel like kind of way.
Yeah.
But what? No, I can't because you know the next thing too, I don't see a lot of man get set up from their man to you. But yeah, she know he like go for it. So what she do? She go out and she look chopping his look. Yeah man, I wanna see you fight. Wanna get in. No boy. Me not slap nobody. Not over that.
Monkey go
But
with you jump on.
Jada will take what she get.
Politics in
Um
Nevis want to know when is the next show. Oh, so the reason why I call in tonight was to let the listening audience know that you guys are open to take calls, and this is proof. So politics in Nevis. If you would like to call in the next time the two power hosts on here, just DM the page. And yeah, Will Smith, no, who he slap, man. I bet he not going to slap Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey don't make some serious jokes about people, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really like if the Rock big bust that joke there.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. I'm seeing yeah.
No.
But August is supposed to slap.
Monkey know which lane. Monkey definitely know which lane will jump on. And Chris Rock was
August is supposed to slap because
everybody hates Chris.
August why the joke panther he.
But anyway,
they're gonna talk about
it on the red table and make even more money.
More money. And maybe that's why Chris no press no charges. He probably wait till then. But yeah, big up yourself, Brennan, and again, ladies, the two power hosts take it out. Hey guys, it was nice joining you,
Don't worry, we'll close off one time and let me just go all together, man.
Yeah, man. Good night,
I just want to
everybody.
say, Ira is mass. Ira, you know what I mean? I want to say thanks for having us here, you know what I mean? Right now, I'm going to give you your roses while you're here, I want to say manners and respect because you came up with this idea of having us here and expressing us, exposing us and for us to express our point of view, you know what I mean? Our political point of view, our political commentary, etc., etc. And to the listening audience, I want to say thanks, and yeah, we just keep it how it is. You check it out, we say it how it is. Although we are already being branded as whatever, but we just gotta do what we have to do regardless of whatever because we know who we are at the end of the day. You check it out, we are for Sankits and Nevits. Yes.
So you're not being able to check for your yet?
Anyways.
So no, wait. So you get the same check? You know, which one you get?
Me can't hear you because me at all.
Me still wait to some Kings one. I still waiting for some Kings.
I just want to say, manners and respect to each and everybody who tuned in, and I respect your all commentary. You know what I mean? Earlier you see disturb me 3 times, so me only got 1. Anyways, so it's been the topics. It's been nice and lovely. I want to say special good night, and we are open to your criticism and your comments and whatsoever. You could inbox us, you could text there. You could message Alan, Ira, any one of us on the Real Entertainment Network page for more information, or if you have any more information for us also. So, it's been fun. Alan, what you got to say?
Good night. Jesus love you.
The shade. Thanks, Jason. And we at Real Entertainment Network, we're trying to build just something for Nivisions on a whole. And however they want to view the show, that's how it's going to be viewed. But Real Entertainment stands on neutral ground. We're always open for everyone. We're open to business. So don't be afraid to reach out to me, If you feel like these guys' opinions ain't what shit, come to me and let me get something going so you could counteract their shit.
Yeah, come on the show and tell Abby exactly.
Exactly.
Which part Abby at?
Exactly.
And I'm in love right now. And I'm living life. I have a peace of mind. I'm in love. Love is in the air, so me a walla. You see how clean and smooth me look?
Oh. Mr. Wallin.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can close off, right?
Yes.
All
right. And I can't find the music. Yeah. All right. Good night.
Turn to everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's the rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer, no, you just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute, wait a minute. Gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me. Think with your heart, don't think with your body. Clever. Sorry not sorry, sorry not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to.